Welcome to Last Echo Archive. Episode 3, The Markers Don't Stay, begins now. Pay attention. The silence has meaning. The report begins with a missing persons case. 3 hikers entered the Al Rashid forestry zone on a Thursday morning. Weather conditions were stable, visibility was clear. The trail they chose was marked, maintained, and considered low risk. They never came back. Search efforts began within 18 hours. By the 3rd day, only one of them was found, alive, technically. His name was Faris al-Nuaimi. He was discovered sitting at the base of a tree approximately 4 kilometers from the trailhead. No signs of injury, no signs of dehydration severe enough to explain his condition. But he wasn't responsive, not in any meaningful way. He reacted to light, to sound, but he didn't speak, didn't move unless guided, didn't resist. He was brought in, stabilized, and monitored. And then, after nearly 36 hours of silence, he began to talk. The recording starts abruptly. There is no greeting, no acknowledgement of the people around him, just a flat, steady voice, measured, almost calm. We didn't get lost right away. A pause. The trail was normal at first. Clear markings, painted posts, ribbons tied to branches. We were making good time. A longer pause. Then the sound stopped. No emotion in his tone. No birds, no wind, no insects. It didn't fade, it just ended. He breathes slowly. We thought it was strange, but not dangerous. Not yet. Another pause. We kept walking. They had been 3, Faris, his older brother Samir, and their friend Khalid. Samir led. He had done the trail before. Khalid stayed in the middle. Faris followed. At some point, none of them could say exactly when, the trail marker ahead looked familiar. Same crack in the wood, same faded red paint, same slight tilt to the left. Samir stopped. "That's not right," he said. They turned. The path behind them looked different. Not wrong, just unfamiliar. "Maybe we took a turn," Khalid said. "We didn't," Samir replied. But they kept going. Faris continues. "We marked the tree." His voice slows slightly. Samir used his knife, cut into the bark, deep enough that we'd recognize it. They moved forward. 10 minutes, 15, 20. No sound, no change in light, no variation in terrain. Then, the same tree appeared, the same cut, exactly as it had been made. Samir checked it, ran his fingers along the groove. "It's ours," he said. Khalid laughed. "Okay, that's not funny." But no one was joking. We tried a different direction. Faris's breathing changes here, slightly faster. Left instead of straight, then right, then back. It didn't matter. Every path led to the same point, the same tree, the same mark. They began marking more trees, different symbols, different heights, different tools. Each time they walked, they returned. And each time, there were more marks than they remembered making. Not just ours, Faris says. They were older. Hundreds of them, layered over each other. Some deep, some shallow, some barely visible. All made by human hands. All marking the same place. Over and over and over. Samir tried to stay rational. "It's disorientation," he said. "We're going in circles without realizing." But the sun hadn't moved, not once. Faris checked his watch. Time was passing, but the light didn't change. It stayed fixed. Early afternoon, unmoving. We tried leaving the trail completely. They pushed through the trees, off path, through thicker growth, over uneven ground. They walked for what felt like hours. Then, the clearing appeared, the same one. Same tree, same marks. Now even more of them. Khalid started to panic. "This isn't real," he said. "This isn't real." Samir grabbed him. "Get it together." But his voice wasn't steady anymore. Ferris didn't speak. He just watched the trees. They were closer now, leaning inward. Not dramatically, not obviously, just enough to feel wrong. Branches brushing against them as they stood still. "We heard something." Ferris's voice drops, quiet now. Not from far away, from between the trees. A faint sound, like movement, but slow, controlled, deliberate. Not an animal, too measured, too careful. Samir called out, no response. Khalid shouted, still nothing. The sound stopped. They decided to stay put, wait for help. They sat near the marked tree. Minutes passed, or hours, impossible to tell. Then, Khalid stood up suddenly. "Did you hear that?" Ferris shakes his head slightly as he speaks. No, Samir didn't either, but Khalid walked toward the trees anyway. "Something just said my name," he whispered. Samir grabbed him. No one said anything, but Khalid pulled away. "It's right there," he said, and stepped into the trees. He didn't go far. Ferris's voice tightens. Just a few steps. Then he stopped, standing between the trunks, still, too still. Samir called him. No response. They approached slowly. Ferris remembers this part clearly, too clearly. Khalid was facing away from us. Samir reached out, touched his shoulder. Khalid turned. Ferris stopped speaking for several seconds. When he continues, his voice is lower. He didn't look right. Not injured, not distorted, just wrong. His expression didn't match his face, like it was being worn incorrectly. His eyes didn't focus, didn't track, didn't recognize them. Samir stepped back. "What's wrong with you?" he asked. Khalid smiled, too wide, too slow. He said something. Ferris swallows. But it wasn't his voice. The recording distorts slightly here, as if the audio itself struggles. It sounded like layers. Like multiple sounds trying to be one. Samir grabbed Ferris. "We're leaving, now." They pulled Khalid with them, or tried to. He resisted. Not violently, just didn't move, like he was rooted in place. The ground felt soft. Ferris says this carefully, as if something was underneath it. They ran, left Khalid behind, didn't look back, couldn't. The trees closed in tighter, the path narrowed, branches scraping against them, not randomly, consistently, matching their movement. We heard it again, this time closer, behind them, between them, inside the forest. A sound, not footsteps, not breathing, something else, rhythmic, knocking. Samir stopped. "Do you hear that?" Ferris nodded. It wasn't coming from one place, it was everywhere, around them, above them, below them. They ran faster. The clearing appeared again, same tree, same marks, but now there was something new. A fourth set of markings, fresh, wet, still bleeding sap, made just moments ago. Ferris's voice breaks for the first time. "That wasn't us." Samir turned slowly. The knocking stopped. Silence returned. Then, a voice, from behind them, layered, distorted, familiar. "Wait." They turned. Khalid stood at the edge of the trees, unmoving, watching them, smiling. But he wasn't alone. Ferris whispers this. There were more. Shapes between the trees, not fully visible, not fully formed, but present. watching, learning. Samir grabbed Ferris. They ran again, didn't stop, didn't think, just ran. I don't remember how I got out. Ferris says this plainly. No memory of the exit. No memory of the last part. The recording pauses, then resumes. His voice is quieter now, almost reflective. But I remember this. A long silence. It wasn't trapping us. Another pause. It was practicing. The audio ends there. Ferris never spoke again after that recording. Samir was never found. Neither was Khalid. Weeks later, search teams documented something unusual. The trees near where Ferris was found, marked, hundreds of cuts, layered, old and new, and among them, one marking stood out, different from the rest, not carved, pressed, from the inside, as if something beneath the bark had tried to get out. Ferris was not the one who found the exit. The forest did not lose him. It let one version of him leave to see if it would be recognized. That was episode 3, The Markers Don't Stay, a signal from Last Echo Archive. Subscribe and stay tuned. The pattern isn't finished with you.